everybody, this is Dan with Adventuring Today. Hope you're doing great. Today we're doing a review on another campground, and this is a campground that's called Lake Rudolph. This campground is in Santa Claus, Indiana. Santa Claus, Indiana, that's right. It actually is the only city in the United States that you can mail something at the post office and have it stamped Santa Claus. So this is our favorite resort campground that we've been to. It's so much fun. There's a great water park, and not only water park, but it is a amusement park here called Holiday World. And everything in Santa Claus, Indiana is related to Santa Claus. So I don't know if this is a church or a funeral home possibly, but Santa Claus is in front of that. Over here is a grocery store called Holiday Foods. It's in a strip mall called Kringle Place. And if I can zoom in here, even on, I think this is an attorney office maybe. Maybe it's orthodontics, but I mean, look at even the color scheme. One Santa Place, it's red and green. I mean, they take it to the next level here. The city planners in Santa Claus, Indiana have done an amazing job. But when you come into this campground, this is what you come into. Sorry about that zooming right there. This is where you come in, and they've got 4 lanes of where rigs can come in, and they are incredibly efficient. If you ever check into a Marriott hotel, and if you're a Marriott member and you know how you walk up, you give them your name, you show them your credit card and driver's license, and 10 seconds later they hand you your key. That's almost how quickly it happens here. You are in and out of this space. I think we made it out of here in about 4 minutes. We knew exactly where we were going. We even had our golf cart ready for us. So this campground is so big, I have to drive a golf cart around to really show you what this place is all about. They have probably, I don't know, 150 golf carts for rent here. You have a 6-person golf cart like we rented. There's also 4-person golf carts over here, and you have to get one. So if you come to this campground, you do yourself a favor, get a reservation very early, especially if it's for a holiday weekend. When I mean early, I mean like a year in advance. If it's a holiday weekend, or if it's the month of October, because they celebrate Halloween every weekend in the month of October. You got to start booking about a year in advance, and you also need to book your golf cart because they do go fast because everybody wants them. These shuttle buses take you to Holiday World. I'll show you more about Holiday World in a few minutes later on in the video. It's an incredible water park. So anyway, let's hop in the golf cart here, and I will show you around and try to show you a few campsites that I think you might like. All right, so I'm off. Hopefully it's not too windy here, but we are headed on our way towards the campground. And so I don't know the full history of this place, but I'm guessing it was built in stages. So this first area is, obviously the original area of the campground. Now there are some fantastic sites over here. I'll show you some of the amenities also, but if you come up here to this board, you can see, of course, they've got ice and fireworks, soft drinks, groceries, ice cream and candy, Holiday World tickets, bait and tackle, because there's a fishing lake here. They've got a great game room, souvenirs, gift certificates, and RV camping supplies, of course. So, gift certificates, I kind of laughed at that one because, I could really see buying gift certificates to this place because I'm telling you, if you haven't been here as a kid, if you're from the Midwest and haven't been here as a kid, your parents, probably took you to other great places, but this is a spot they may have missed out on. I came here when I was 7 years old. I came back here last year, about 43 years later, and just brought back so many great memories. So this is the original area of the campground over here. So some of these spots are a little bit tighter, but they're not too bad. And there's some great spots along the lake. I'll show you those here in a few seconds. When you come over here, you have one of 2 stores and activity centers. So you've got a great playground here, basketball. Inside this store right here, of course, you can get ice. They've got great supplies and so forth in there. You've got a game room in there. They do movies over here every single night for the kids. There's soda machines sprinkled all throughout the campground. But over here, if you can see right there, is one of those mining stations. You know, kids just love those, of course. There's free miniature golf. Play as much miniature golf as you want. It's a great little course with running water, and they've got tunnels for the golf balls and bridges, and I mean, it's really, really great. So, and it's free, which is also a positive. So let's keep going here, and I'll show you a few of these campsites. So I'm gonna jump around a little bit here because this place is so big. I'm gonna have to turn the camera off to get to other segments of the golf course, or maybe I'll just leave the camera on so we can videotape it and you can see. I'll just speed up the footage. But over here is, you can see it's a really close walk to the activity center, but this is your lake, and they've got paddle boats you can rent. This is, you can see part of the one of 3 wood roller coasters they have at this park. I will say this, those coasters are a little bit rough. They do have a steel one, which is a lot smoother, 360 loops and everything else. I mean, it's great. But this is a great fishing lake. I think we caught like 5 or 6 fish out of this lake. My kids did. In about a half hour. Now, they weren't big fish, but the kids didn't care. They had fun. And they actually sell old school bamboo fishing rods up in that store right over there, just for a couple bucks. So again, very, very value oriented. So going over here to the older part of the park, you start to see some of these great amenities. So you've got obviously a variety of different sizes of lots, but you also have these cabins, and they've got a wide variety of cabins. I think there's probably at least 3 different styles that you can rent from, depending on the size of family that you have. Some of them even have a second floor loft for the kids to sleep in. These campsites over here on the left are all along the water. They're really nice. I mean, this is probably a 30-foot travel trailer right here. Had no problem getting in. Here's probably a 32-foot fiber. No problem getting in there. And just nestled within these woods, it is a just beautiful, beautiful campsites. Now, at night, you can hear a little bit of the roar of the amusement park, mainly the roller coasters and some of the people screaming on the water rides. But it, it's actually, you just know those people are having fun. Kind of fades into the background a little bit. Lots of good sites over here. Now, we've never stayed on this side of the park. We always opt to stay on the other side. Because I think in general, this side of the park is mainly for maybe 32-foot rigs and smaller. We're coming up here back towards where that sign was, where I was showing you where all the amenities were. And, I'm sorry. I just took a different turn than I meant to take. We're back here to the camp store. So when you come over this way, there are some bigger spots. So back there is where the sign was. Now, there are some bigger spots over here on the right. If you want to be close to the store, close to the lake, close to the campground, you probably want to opt for some of those stores over there. If being near the lake is really important to you, and really in walking distance to the amusement park, this is the place to go. Now, here's the first pro tip. If you are staying in this side of the campground over here, which is through those woods, you can actually take your golf cart and park it in that little lot right over there, and a shuttle bus will pick you up there and take you the other third of a mile into the park. You can't take the golf carts off the property. That's as far as you can go, but it's a great place to park golf carts over here. Now, all of these sites are for really big rigs, and they're great. There's a great open range sitting right there. That's probably a 37, 38 footer. Here's probably a 40 foot motorhome. That's a beautiful site. Now you are pretty much near the entrance here, but most of these people are going to be turning left. They're not going to be coming past this way. So it's a pretty interesting area. So okay, so I'm gonna take you very quickly to another area of the park, show you a couple other key sites. Okay, now we're to the back side of the store, and as you can see over here, this is where the miniature golf course is. So it's a great course, lots of fun. I'm filming this purposely on a Monday. I could have done it this weekend when the park was completely full. I mean, there were no spots available, but I like to do this when it's a little bit quieter out, and it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. And so anyway, so these sites here, we love these sites. So this is 4P, it's a little bit smaller, but this is 5P, a really big site, lots of space. Yes, it is gravel, but you are close to some really great action and conveniences here at the park. This is also a site that we love. This is 6P. It's a really big site, and there's lots of green space that goes back that way for the kids to play in and so forth. As you come back this way, you're going to get back to some more smaller sites. So if you got a smaller camper, this is a great place to be. It's up here on the hill, lots of great trees, lots of great shade, and you can see that's a decorated golf cart there. They do a parade every Saturday night, and people go all out decorating their golf carts. I'll show you some pictures and video of that here in a few minutes. So, you know, I'm not going to be able to show you every square inch of this park because it would turn into a 40 or 45 minute video. Down there are probably about 5 or 6 cabins that if you really want to be nestled away, now you're pretty much snuggled up against the amusement park over there. But it's probably a pretty fun area to stay. Now these are these nicer cabins that I was telling you about. These are really popular. People, if you don't have a camper, don't want a tent camp, come over here. I mean, these are fantastic. They are 2 levels. That upstairs area is a loft for kids to sleep in. They've got huge decks with gas grills. This weekend there was a family that had their kids sleeping in a tent outside of that unit right there, and they were just having a blast. So these are really nice units. They're really nice on the inside. I believe these also come with DirecTV service. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they do. And just really nice if you want to get that campground feel, but you know, just haven't gone out and bought a RV yet. So this little secret path coming back to the old side of the park. I took you back this way because that main road that leads back to over here is it's just a road amongst the trees. There's not much to really show you. Okay, but that road does come in over here. So give me a second, I'll bring you over there. Okay, this area of the park is called Dasher. And over here on the left, you got great tent sites, but this is where we spend all of our time. So, so let's head down this way. So these, I think, in my opinion, are some of the best sites. So this is 1D. It's near that main road, so I'd probably opt to take it maybe 3D over here. Cement pads. They're right next to, there's a creek back here. The kids love playing in that. We haven't gotten any poison ivy, and we've spent hours and hours back there. But nice size, they're long. You've got area for extra parking right here. I think this site where this gentleman's having a cup of coffee here is one of my favorite sites at the campground. It's 5D. It's huge, it's long, it's concrete, it's 50 amp, it's nestled in the creek. It's really big if you want to bring a couple baseball gloves or a frisbee, but any of these are good. 70 is great, 90 is really nice, and this one is 11D. Really good campsites. And I'm skipping over all these. I just can't show you all this stuff, but these are also great. Nice, big, long, 10D, 8D, 7D. Here's 12D. They're all great sites. 14D. I mean, these are. Look at this one right here. This is probably a 45-footer. Beautiful. 16D. Tons and tons of green space over here for you. And this is a pretty quiet area of the park. Now, this is where they're putting in new sites back here. And this is actually our camper right here. And so we're right here. This is called 17D. On the map, it might say 175D because they're renaming these right now. But we have a 38-foot travel trailer, and that traditionally has been our favorite site. Now, because they are putting in all these new campsites over here, these look to be pull-throughs, 50 amp, full concrete, nice size pull-throughs. It has been a little bit louder the past couple days, but these guys are done working at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and usually that's when we're getting back from the amusement park, which you can see out here in the background, and then we've got all this space here to play and have fun, and all those woods back there to enjoy. Now, this North Point sitting here, they just came in last night. Really nice family from Louisville. That's a 43-footer, and you can see he's just got no problem fitting his truck on that spot. So let's keep moving. Show you a few more things. So kids are biking. I mean, I just can't show you all the campsites. I mean, there's just so much to show you over here. So, but these are all tent sites. These are all tent sites. 140D, 141D. Just a great area. Great area of people in tents. Over here, you've got now the second general store, camp store. Basketball. You've got a swimming pool over here. This is another shuttle stop where you can be picked up to head over to Holiday World. Now, I'm going to show you this map real quick. I was looking for one of these. All right. So you come into the campground right here. Now, this is the old area where I first originally brought you in on. These are those campsites along the lake and so forth. And what we did is I showed you a couple of these sites over here, like 6P, where you had all that green space, and we came around this way, came down here, and this was that little sneaky trail, and then we came around here, turned around, and then came back this way. All of these campsites right in here are really, really good. This is where those tent sites are, and now we're right here, okay? So I've spent probably 15 minutes just covering this section of the park, and there still is this huge section over here I haven't even covered yet. And I mean, I just can't, this video would be too long and nobody would watch it if I went through all that. But I'm gonna show you a few more amenities once I get going through this map. And then I'm gonna show you what, some of the video and pictures that we took from Holiday World a couple days ago. But other really good campsites. If you look at right here at these are tent sites. If you look right over here at 57D, 55D, these are really nice. The blue ones are the luxury sites, so this is a really good one. This is a big one on a corner lot. These are really nice right here. Lots of green space. There's a guy that has his truck typically parked over here, and but you're really close to all this other action. So, but over here you've got these cabins that you can rent that are scattered out throughout the park. You also have travel trailers that they have permanently parked here all over the park. I mean, there's one here, there's a whole bunch over here, there's a whole bunch over here, where if you want to rent those, you can rent those also. And so it gives you the travel trailer feel, but you don't have to pull it and get it here. So I mean, it's just an amazing campground, and it's so big. It's so big that you really should get a golf cart. I really highly recommend it. Even if you've got a tent site, get a golf cart, because you'll be using it to get around and just drive around and cruise around, visit, just visit different campsites and see what people are doing and everything like that. So let's take a drive up this hill real quick, and I will show you a little bit more here in a couple minutes. Okay, and I popped a new battery into my camera, but you can see here that I haven't quite pulled away yet, but in here is another game room for the kids to have fun in. Really close and convenient. Let's keep driving. Again, more soda machines scattered throughout the park. You've got bathrooms over here. And this is the general store we typically go to. It's great. Now, I know a lot of campgrounds sell ice cream, but this campground sells soft serve ice cream, soft serve, and they've got probably 25 different flavors of it. Their pizza is amazing. That camp store has almost everything you possibly could imagine you need inside it for your camper if you forgot something. I mean, it is just really incredible. The campground is clean. It's just the playground equipment is well maintained. You got a great pool over here. But this campground also has an area that's called Splashdown, I guess is what they call it. Splashdown Whitewater USA or something like that. Anyway, the kids probably played over here for 3 hours. It costs $5 for an all-day pass. And you've got these two just incredible water slides. I mean, I don't know how they did it yesterday, but they went up and down those slides probably 50 times. And it's so much fun. They've got lifeguards everywhere, so it's safe for the kids. You can leave them over here if you want to be at the pool. Let them come up here and play. They're completely safe. There's really no way they can get hurt. And it's so much fun. There's also a blow-up water slide. They don't have it up right now, but it's right over here. And that's fun too. The kids went on that a little bit, but mainly it is all about these water slides right here. So, you know, for 6 of us to get into Holiday World, it cost slightly over $200. I think it was $210. And at first we were like, man, that's a lot of money, but you're getting an incredible water park with wave pools, lazy rivers. You've got incredible water slides. I mean, those water slides are nice, but the ones at Holiday World, some of them are 2 or 3 times the size of those. It's just really an incredible experience over there. And here's the thing. You know when you go to Six Flags and your kid wants to get something to drink, like a lemonade or a soda or whatever, and it costs maybe $7, or if they want an all-day drink that can be refilled as many times as you want, it's like $13, $14, $15. At Holiday World, your drinks are free. So you've got water, lemonade, Gatorade, Pepsi products. There's, I think it was Jugs root beer, and I mean, there were probably 8 or 9 different things that you could pick from, and it was all completely free. You get as many refills as you want, and they were decent-sized cups. They weren't handing you Dixie cups that you were filling up. So anyway, I'm not going to spend a lot of time driving back through here, but you really get a feel for what this park is all about. I mean, it's just road after road. You can see the name of these signs: Cupid Boulevard, Donner Boulevard. Everything is named after Christmas, and these are these campers that are really nice. And I don't know whoever got this deal on these premier campers to sell these to the park, but that salesman probably retired, because there are, gosh, I don't know, there's probably 40 or 50 of these things at this campground. They're just everywhere. And so, you know, when we got into camping, we actually rented 2 motorhomes, actually 3 motorhomes, and then decided that we wanted to get a travel trailer as opposed to a motorhome to get us started. If you maybe don't have a tow vehicle to tow a travel trailer with, and you want to get a feel for the camping lifestyle and so forth, you know, come in here and rent one of these guys. I think you'll really like it. I mean, they've got 2 air conditioners on them. They are built for the summer heat, and they are the real deal. So anyway, this is Lake Rudolph Campground. It is just one heck of a place to take the kids. We could easily spend a week here enjoying this place. There are so many things to do in town. There is I think they call it the Kris Kringle store here in Santa Claus, Indiana. They've got like 2,800 different toys inside that's inside Santa's store. So, you know, be careful if you go in there. You might spend a few bucks. I think we're going to try to head over there later on this morning and give the kids each a $1 limit but I mean, everything in this town is geared around Christmas, and it's really, really a fun place to be. Now here's another road, just tons and tons and tons of campers right down there. I mean, here's some more of these. I think this was probably part of the second phase of this campground, or maybe the third phase. There's probably been 5 or 6 phases as they've grown. So these campgrounds the campsites are a little bit older, maybe. But the other day, I mean, these places were absolutely packed. So this is 224, 222, to give you an idea where we are. This one's 217, and you know, I'd say they're a little bit rustic, but they've got, you know, they've got air conditioning, they've got electricity. You know, I mean, they're nice, and I mean, why would you want to get a hotel room at a place like this when you can stay in one of these and really get a feel for what the adventure is all about? So anyway, with that, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna throw up some music here and some video footage and pictures from our time at Holiday World. Enjoy that. Some really fun pictures of the kids and so forth. But anyway, this is Lake Rudolph Campground in Santa Claus, Indiana. One of the best places you can take your kids camping. I promise you, it is one of the best places you can take your kids camping. It is just absolutely awesome. So enjoy, everybody. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel. And if you want to get notifications of when the next videos are popping up, click on that bell. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Good job, Holt.
Oh, so worth it.
Here he comes. Woo! Good job, Brody. Here they come. Brody! Hey guys, right here. Woo! Have fun, Brody!
Sissy, Libby, stay here. Nice sit, baby.
Is mommy going?
Go ahead.